On this video, I would like to talk about the Xbox and their new system, which will be called the Xbox One. Even though we have the Xbox 360 now, the next one is called Xbox One. And people have made a comment online, maybe it should have just been called the Xbox 720, which would have sounded better. But anyway, the Xbox One, and there's three big issues that will be talked about here. And that is used games, backward compatibility, and does it have to always be online? Let me handle these in order of, I think, importance. Backward compatibility, it's not going to happen. They've stated it. The reason being that the hardware on the new system is so different than the old stuff that it wouldn't be feasible. What this means is your old Xbox 360 games cannot be used on the new system. It would be nice if on these new generation systems they let you play the old cartridges, or the old discs I should say, that you had from your previous system. Then you could get rid of that system completely but keep the games. You can't. It's very rare in a gaming system that they allow that. Not even the next generation PlayStation 4 will let you play the old games. And I should say, maybe the one little thing about the old games is what they do, these companies, is they'll fix up the architecture of the game or the compatibility, and then they'll charge you a fee to buy the same game again. The next issue to talk about is, does it have to always be online? They said no, but from what I'm reading online, it's that they more or less want you to always have the Xbox One hooked up online, to have a wire or a connection that is internet compatible all the time. I mean, that's ideally what they want, even if they're saying, well, it doesn't have to always be online. The main thing is that's what they want. And this will be talked about used games next, but one of the things this reminds me of is Microsoft, and it's like they always want to check your status and your system of what's going on. It's like they're spying on you because they always want to know. Because if you take out the online capability, they can't read your Xbox system. They don't know what's going on in it. And this is the big one, used games. From what I'm reading online, it's that, let's say you buy a used game from a store and you try to play it, it will not let you play the game that you just bought and paid money for used unless you activate it, and then to activate it you will be charged another fee from Microsoft. So not only are you paying a store fee, you're going to pay a fee at home to activate that which you already bought. Two fees. You might as well buy the game new. And that is why I said they always want the system online and hooked up. And why that is basically an invasion of privacy. I mean, you already bought a product, the disc, of your own money. Now you have to prove it and activate it. That's just messed up. And you see, when the company sells a game, that company doesn't make money on the used game market after that initial sale. Now Microsoft is going to make money on the used game market by charging activation fees. And from what I'm reading, the theory is of why this is happening is, when you buy the new game, brand new, it downloads all the contents onto the hard drive of the Xbox One. Then you never have to use that game again to put in the system, because the contents are on the hard drive of the Xbox One. So you can put that game on the shelf. And this is what I think on it. First of all, if the Xbox One is going to store hard drive games, this is a very bad maneuver, because hard drives will fill up with time. These new discs have so much data, and it doesn't matter how much data the Xbox One can hold. There is a storage limit, and for the serious gamers, eventually they are going to fill up the hard drive. And then what, I ask? Will you have to delete games to make room for new games? Is the option to play disc games completely gone, meaning you can't play it from the disc at all? Because that's a bad maneuver if you cannot play games straight from the disc. Again, these disc drives will fill up completely for gamers. It doesn't matter how much storage space you have. For the Xbox One, eventually it will get full. Have they thought of that? Seriously? And part of the reason why they want to charge you an activation fee is, let's say you bought one game, and then you pass it to your friend, and they pass it to their friend, and next thing you know, 10 or 20 people could have the same one game stored on all of their Xboxes, and only one person paid for it. What this is going to actually do, besides piss off fans, is it's going to cause the underground gaming market to jailbreak the Xbox One. And then once it's jailbroken, people will be able to pass the discs to all of their friends, and they'll all play that one game, because everyone will use the same game and download all the contents onto their hard drive, and they'll all play that same game, and they don't need the disc anymore. I mean, seriously, do they think, Xbox, that by charging an activation fee that the gaming community will like that? Not only is it going to piss people off, and it's already pissed people off, it's going to cause that underground market to make sure that they hack the Xbox One. And then, you know, in the end, Xbox will have made a big blunder doing that. In fact, PlayStation 4, if they're very smart in the marketing department, the PlayStation 4 marketing ads should read, hey, our games you could buy used and you don't need an activation fee. You just buy it used one time and that's all you need. You're not going to pay more, and we're not going to spy on you. And you don't have to always have the PlayStation 4 online if you don't want it. You know, take what Microsoft is doing wrong on the Xbox and then advertise it and say you're not doing that. Besides, the PlayStation Network is free, and Xbox charges you a yearly fee. Between the two systems of next generation, Xbox One and PlayStation 4, I'm pretty sure my initial impression is hands down PlayStation 4 is going to kick the Xbox One's butt in sales and in market dominance. Historically, at least for me, PlayStation 3 has the better catalog of games. Outside of Halo, and not everyone likes first-person shooters, okay? Outside of that franchise, they really don't have much diversity in their gaming market, and they really don't have exclusive companies that make games only for them, that are high quality and that the people really want. The PlayStation 4 already has, with the PlayStation market, established themselves as having the more diverse games that people buy and like. In the end, it comes down to the games. And even though this video did talk about online capability, the compatibility, and the games, one other thing that the Xbox One is about is they're talking about the multimedia experience of it. How you can watch TVs and movies and all of this stuff. And it further shows that the Xbox One makers do not know their market. As a gamer, I'm just interested in the video games. That's it. I could care less about movies, TV, music, and all that other stuff. If I want, that's what I have a cable box for, to watch TV shows and to watch movies. The Xbox One, they're touting a multimedia experience, and I think they have missed the mark of what users really want, and that's just playing video games. That should be the primary purpose of the system. And if you saw their press conference, that's not what they talked about. They kept touting movies and television you could watch on it, as if we didn't have that already, as if that's a new discovery. And unless the Xbox One can replace your cable box and the cable bill you're already paying, then forget the TV cable aspect of the Xbox One. It's a useless idea. At least that's what I think. So yeah, this video went over different topics a little bit, but I hope you liked it. I just don't think this Xbox One is going to do as good as they think, and that the PlayStation 4 ultimately is going to dominate.